If you read the negatives about me, folks, you're going to doubt me. And I know what's wrong about that. I know what to believe. But it's like Wikipedia, for example. You go read about me on Wikipedia or read about the Starchild on Wikipedia, and you think, I just listened to just a jerk, a complete jerk tonight, right? Yeah. Okay, so here's what happened with Wikipedia. When people said, do you know what they say about you on Wikipedia? I said, well, no, not really. I hadn't even looked at it. I didn't even know I was on Wikipedia. It was really a surprise. This was several years ago. And I read it and I said, God, where did they come up with this garbage, you know? And so I said, I'm gonna fix this. And so I started trying to fix it. Every time I would try to fix it, a day or two later, it would be fixed back the way it was. What was that about? So I started calling to see, you know, who can I talk to? I got to get this fixed. This is wrong. Ultimately, I worked my way up to the head honcho of the states with Wikipedia. He was a guy in Florida, and it turns out that most of Wikipedia is written and maintained by graduate students in colleges around the world. Graduate students who have nothing better to do, who don't have enough work to do, that's what they do. And when they put and they watch out for alternative knowledge people. Anything to do with alternative knowledge, they're going to slag it. They're going to trash it. They're going to put it up and slag it as hard as they can. And then they put monitors on it so that if anybody tries to change anything, they have tip-offs in their computers and they fix it back the way it was. Okay? So I got the head honcho and I said, look, everything some of it's right, but most of it's wrong. Not just wrong, but bad wrong, egregiously wrong. And I'd like you to get it fixed and get it closer to right. And he said, Mr. Pye, you are the last person on earth that I would expect to tell the truth about yourself. I'm the last person on earth to really know the truth about myself. When I was born, all this sort of stuff. Yeah, it's ridiculous, but that is their attitude. You can't. A guy tried to do that and didn't do it, didn't get anything. But I'll tell you this, I told this last Saturday at London, and a guy said, I didn't believe that. And so I went in and started just making changes to see what would happen. He said, one change lasted 12 hours. One change lasted 18 hours. Another one lasted all the way up to 48 hours. But he says, I see what you mean. They will not let your material be changed. And it won't. It's not even worth trying. Now, another thing I can tell you about the criticism of the Starchild that you'll read about on the internet is this. There's plenty of it, but it's all built around one article by one man, written in late 1999. Remember when I told you that the DNA came in from the Canada lab and it was negative and that was it? Okay. A guy, like a professional skeptic, a guy who really works hard for the skeptics, wrote an article about it, and that article became like gospel to all the critics and all the skeptics. Stephen Novella is his name. Stephen Novella, if you want to look it up. Okay, Stephen Novella. Yeah, I'm going to lose my voice here pretty soon screaming like this. Novella wrote this article, put it out there in 1999, and it became the reference, and to this day, I don't know that another skeptic, serious skeptic, or Skeptic Magazine has ever tackled the Starchild. I know that Skeptic Magazine has not. I know that the Skeptical Inquirer has not, and those are the big two. Why not? Because they know we're doing good work here. They let the Novella article stand and they reference it every time because he wrote it in 1999 when I had made a lot of mistakes and I didn't know very much. And when the DNA came in negative, so that's what they use as if that's a fact. So I let it go, and in 2003, when the DNA evidence came in, there was another big push for it, and the critics got stirred up, and then it went away. Then in 2006, when the DNA test was announced, the 454 test was announced, and I started announcing on my website, okay, we're going to win this. This is it. This is what we've been waiting for 3 years for. This is it. Home Run City coming our way. Then they really cranked up. And so it got so bad that I contacted Novella. I wrote him an email and I said, look, I understand how this game is played. You're in this to win. You're in this for my blood. You're in this to make me look as bad as you can. I understand. But let's play a little bit fair. Could we? Here's what your article says. It's completely wrong, and here's what the truth of it is. Could you at least put some balance? Could you say, this is what I think, this is what he says? Just do anything to fix it up so that it's a little more balanced and a little more fair. Could you do anything? And he sent me back this one-line reply. The article stands as written. The article stands as written. But he did make one change. One critical, crucial change. Instead of looking at a copyright date of 1999 on that article, you will find a copyright date of 2006. He bumped it up to then, as if in 2006 that was the truth. This is how they play. It's hardball, folks. It is hardball. They take no prisoners. They have to win. See, the difference is I can live with losing this. I can go back to my life as a hominoid and human origins researcher. My life doesn't depend on this. Their life depends on maintaining the status quo because everything changes for them. They are hanging off a cliff by their fingernails. I'm just poor. It's a different feeling. You know what I'm saying? So they really play hard.